Hi Annie, this is your very first cooking lesson with your new mom. I wanted to show you how to make some soup for Travis, and so I'm just going to show you how I get all my ingredients together, and then I'm just going to do this and film a couple of instructions for you, and we'll see how this goes. But first we have to come over to my cookbooks, and I have to grab, and this is where I keep my favorite recipes, and there are a whole bunch of messy recipes in here, but I have to find the one that I want to make today. Is called spicy Thai chicken soup. So that's what I'm making for you today, and I don't follow a recipe perfectly, but I have this recipe, and then I think I had another one. Yeah, this one. So usually I just take a couple of recipes and make it into one. And then in this cookbook, I have a picture of my grandma in the kitchen, and that's my grandma cooking. So this this cookbook is very special to me, and it's a big mess, but I love it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna make today. We're gonna make spicy chicken Thai soup. And I think Travis likes this one. It's maybe not the main one that I always make, but I'm going to show you this one first, and I'm going to learn how to do this video a little bit better, and then I'm going to show you some of his favorites. But this one is a really good one. Okay, so I will be back in a minute. Okay, so the next thing is the ingredients, and I'll just show you. So the thing about cooking with me is that I don't usually do everything. I just do it with what I have in the kitchen, and I try and get a few of the ingredients, but if I don't have it, I just make do. But the things that you need for sure for this chicken Thai soup is we're going to need chicken breast. So this is the one that I got from Costco, chicken breast, and I'm just going to take it out, take out a couple of these. In this bowl, and I'm just going to let these thaw. So again, I don't usually measure too much, but I'm going to just do 2 chicken breasts and put it over here to thaw. Okay, so we'll just let that sit there. And then another thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need garlic, and I'm going to need ginger, and I got lots of ginger, fresh ginger. I'm going to need chicken broth. I'm going to need oil. I'm going to need my chicken breast. I'm going to need this red curry paste, fish sauce, a lime, but I don't have a lime, so I'm going to use a lemon. Onion, it calls for red onion, but I don't have red onion, so I'm going to use white onion. And then also jalapeno. And I didn't have fresh, but I had some in a can, so I'll use that, and coconut milk. Okay, so that's my ingredients, and I think that's all I'm gonna need. It says cilantro, but I don't have that right at this moment either, so I won't use it. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get all my vegetables chopped up, so I will be back. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you, I'm going to peel my carrots. I'm going to peel my ginger. And wash my pepper. Okay, I'm going to bring that over here, and then I've got my onion, and I think you have the really good knives that I got for Travis, so just use those nice shiny knives, because his aren't wrecked from the dishwasher like mine are. Very dark, but I noticed that Travis's are still very shiny, so you can use those. And then just throw that there. Okay, and then I'm just going to chop up my carrots. And I will show you a picture of how I do it. But for this soup, I like them to be, I like to have them like really nice little sticks. For this soup, I like them like this. So that's how I cut them for this soup. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop all my carrots. And I don't know how to fast forward the video, so I'll stop it and then I'll show you what they look like when they're all done. And the peppers too, I just like to cut them like this, and I like to cut them also in tiny strips like this. So they just look like this, the little squares. Okay, and then the onion, I just chop into pieces like this, and I will show you that. And the ginger, I like to use this guy, and I just like to grate it like this. So again, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to take a picture of it and show you. And I also have a nice coffee, so I wish you were here. And when you are here someday, we will make soup and drink coffee. Yay! Okay, so I got the carrots about like that. I got the peppers also cut like that in little strips. I got the onion. I'm only going to do half an onion because I didn't have the red onion. So I think this might be too strong. So I'm only doing half. Garlic. So I'm going to do my garlic. I'm just going to put that in here with the onion. I don't know if you have one of these. Ian bought this for me for Christmas one year, and I really like it. I just have to go like that. Like that. Like that. And it calls for 4, so I'm going to do 4 of those. Okay. Like that. Okay. And I just do it like that. So the garlic I put in with the onion, and the ginger I told you I was going to shred. So that I'm just going to go like this. Oh, it smells so good. That is really nice ginger. Okay. So beautiful. Just go like that to get it all. Okay. And then I'm going to show you my garburator. I don't think you guys have this, but this is where I put all the garbage in the sink. And then I go like this. Just put it all down. Part is the chicken part, and I get kind of funny about raw chicken. Travis will tell you this. So I just want to make sure that there's no germs. salmonella poisoning, all that. So I did all my vegetables first, and now I'm going to cut my chicken, and then I'll wash my cutting board, and nothing else will touch the chicken. So I'm just cutting the chicken into, I'm going to cut the chicken, this is chicken breast, and I'm also going to cut it in that same kind of strips, little strips, the same as I did the carrots and the peppers, just little strips of chicken like that, okay? And it's still a little bit frozen, but that's okay. I find like it cuts really nice when it's like this. And I get this at Costco, and I don't know if you guys have Costco, but Travis said you have something like Costco, so I don't know if you get chicken at Costco, but that's what I would do if I were you. Okay, and I'm just doing 2 chicken breast. Just kind of slice those up. I wish you were here with me, and someday you will be, and we will make this together. Okay. Okay, and I will take a picture of that to show you. Washing my hands, because I don't want chicken germs on my phone. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chicken, so that looks like that, and I'm going to put it in the pot, and I'm going to take some oil, and again, I don't really measure for this, I just do a whole bunch, and I'm going to start frying this up. And for this part, I'm also going to put in my onions, my garlic, and my ginger. And I'm just going to fry that up on high. And I'm also going to add my, this is that red curry paste. I'll see if I can get it open. You just go like that. And then go like this. No. Open it like that. Okay. And then I'm going to put in, 2 tablespoons of this. It's really strong and it's really good. That's the tomato paste. I'm going to turn my light on. And then I'm gonna show you like this. So we're gonna put this on, and we're just gonna let that get nice and hot. Okay, and I'll show you in a couple minutes what it looks like. Now this is beautifully cooked, and I took a picture of that to show you. And now I'm gonna add my carrots. And I'm going to add my peppers. Okay, I'm going to stir that around. I'll show you what that looks like. And that looks like that. Okay, and then I'm going to add this chicken broth, and I'm going to add this whole part. So I'll just put this here so you can see me do that. Oh boy, I'm not very good at this YouTubing, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to add this chicken broth. I'm going to add it all. And this is what I mean when I think we were talking about this chicken broth, and it comes already in liquid form. I think we were looking for it when we were in Guatemala, and this is what I meant for making soup. Sometimes I make this homemade, but lots of times I just buy it. Okay, so we're going to stir that, and I'm going to let that come to a boil, and I'll just show you. I'm just going to let that boil, and probably for about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I'm just going to go like that, and I'm just going to let that boil, and then we'll do the next step. Okay, so now we're finishing up. I have the jalapeno peppers. I'm just going to add half a jar. I don't want it too spicy. So 2 tablespoons of that. And then I think this is the secret ingredient that makes it taste the best, and that is the fish sauce. So I don't know if you guys have this, but to me, this is what makes this soup taste amazing. And it calls for 3 tablespoons. So I just measure like this. 1, 2, 3. And then I stir. Okay. And then the last thing we're going to add is we're going to add a squeeze of lemon juice, and I'm going to add this tin of coconut milk. So I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to pour it in. Okay, so we're going to finish this up, and I'm going to take this. I'm going to put my lemon in here, and I'm going to squeeze in some lemon. Okay, and then I'm going to add this coconut milk. And I'll just show you what this looks like. This looks amazing to me. I hope you can see this. So good. It smells amazing, and I think it's pretty much done. I'm just gonna let that all blend and sit for a couple hours, and then our soup is done, and I wish you were here to eat it. And while I have you here, I'll just show you what I'm doing outside. I keep running outside to to move the sprinkler because I put fertilizer on the grass, and well, I got the guy to put fertilizer on the grass, so now I have to put the water on. And Ian doesn't live here anymore, so now I have to set my timer and run outside. So I made soup, and I got the whole yard pretty much watered. So that is your first soup making lesson, and I love you, Yenny, and I can't wait till we can do it together.